Addiction doesn't arrive with noise, nor does it knock on the door. Sometimes it slips in quietly, hidden behind pleasure, focus, or a false sense of control. It may begin with a moment of curiosity, a simple exercise, a game, a swipe, a purchase, a small decision we assume has no effect. Yet these small moments, they begin to expand, little by little. They take from our time, our emotions, our awareness of the life happening around us. We always tell ourselves, it's fine, just one more time, one more swipe, another game, a new purchase, a skipped meal, or that a familiar phrase, I can handle it. At first, it feels nothing more than a simple choice, something we can control. But slowly, the shadows grow, and the space between us and life shrinks. Games may begin as a relaxation, until we lose time without noticing. Social media, it was created to bring us closer, but sometimes it leaves a greater distance between us and ourselves. The more we scroll, the lonelier we feel. Shopping gives us a quick boost, but it doesn't last. Tracking, control may begin as care for our health, but when it turns into obsession, it becomes a restriction, not care. And gambling begins with a rush of adrenaline. It becomes a cycle that's difficult to escape. In all these stories, a familiar pattern appears. We search for comfort, for control, for escape, but with time, these things begin to control us. These moments, they form a glass cage. We see the life around us, we hear laughter, we watch days pass, yet we still feel distance, as life is just beyond reach. Awareness is the first spark. Every moment of realization is a crack that lets the light in.
How we understand addiction now is that we have an old brain in a new environment. And our brain was wired for scarcity, for difficulty, like the tribe is going to kill you, the lion's coming. So our brain is a very reactive brain and is always seeking reward. So it's always seeking the dopamine because that's how we learned how this is where the coconuts are. This is where this is. So the dopamine was really there to help us wire the territory and the environment so that we could get the things that we needed. However, now that we have this abundant world, then the dopamine is really working against us because we go for the easy dopamine hit, and this is really confusing us in terms of getting our needs met, because we feel that we're getting our needs met, or like you go on Instagram and you start scrolling when what you have is a need for connection. But this scrolling is giving you the sense or the feeling that the need is being met, but it's not really being met. And control is an illusion. We live in a world that we have no control over. Like today we're here, tomorrow who knows? With everything that's happening environmentally, we don't even know where we're going. So this illusion of control is creating a bubble around the person that is not allowing them to be in life, right? To be in existence, but feeling that they are in control, which is not real. And so it's disconnecting them from reality. And usually, and when we're talking about eating disorders, it's very complicated. Like the addiction then gets a different layer because the substance that the addiction is dealing with is something that we need. Like the other addictions, substances, most of the times you can just like say, okay, stay away from this substance and things will be better. But you cannot stay away from food because we need food to survive.
Understanding these patterns and learning how to break them begins with awareness, and sometimes with seeking help. This is not just a film about addiction, but it's about noticing what happens within us, about reconnecting, about regaining balance. Because behind every glass cage, there's a window waiting to be opened. And when light enters, a new journey begins, honest and free.